Hey, this is Phil. Look, this is my review of Guardians of the Galaxy. It's going to be pretty short. In a number sense, out of 10, I would rank it a 7 out of 10. I would rank it the worst of the three Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I would recommend that you see it on streaming at home, or if you go to see it at the theater, see it on matinee. I also recommend that if you ever go to a theater and they don't pop their own popcorn, don't buy the popcorn, because that's trash. I got the knuckleheads in my lap here. She's trying to fall out. But Guardians of the Galaxy, as a closing movie to that series, what about kids? Well, any kid over 12, I would say, sure, but the kids under 12, there's a central theme of animal cruelty that runs through the whole movie that is very distressing. And I would say that I wouldn't take kids under 12 to see it. So that's my review. It was just disappointing. I wish I'd have just gone and spent the $7 matinee. But I had a Jones, and I bought the completely awful popcorn and the rancid butter. And I did buy a drink, and it was okay. And I had the offer of refilling my bag of popcorn and refilling my drink, and I just walked out. It was disappointing. I mean, I'm going to give you a spoiler, maybe just one spoiler before I end this. The central theme of this movie is that Rocket, the little raccoon guy, gets injured, and they can't work on him without getting a passcode, because inside of his chest there is copyright protection hardware that will kill him unless they can disable it with a passcode. So they have to go to the company and break into the company where he was made and get the passcode. Now that's the basic premise of the whole movie: is your friend is dying, and everybody needs to get together and join together to save your friend's life. But that's not how the whole movie played out. And I'll just leave it right there. I'll give you a little bit more. There was a cameo by Sylvester Stallone that looks like it was written for him. He came in, he said some lines, and said everything we already knew. And then there was the guy from Firefly, the actor, who played himself again, and they wrote him in as a bad guy. And the central feel of this movie, the way it was shot and stuff, sort of tried to copy the zaniness of the original Fifth Element movie, the movie The Fifth Element, but missed by a mile. Because in The Fifth Element, you really cared about the people, but by the time you got to the scenes where the zaniness was in this Guardians of the Galaxy movie, you'd just been beat over the head by the same thing that had been in the other two movies over and over and over again. And I was like, guys, can you ever just write something new? Do you just have to rehash the same thing over and over and over? Oh, and then, hey, by the way, here's this animal cruelty that's going on through the whole movie. I'm like going, no, it was a disappointment. I think they could have packaged, the whole movie could have been written better. You could have even included the animal cruelty in a slightly different fashion, instead of being so overtly trying to Disney it up so you're waiting for a big hit at the end, you know? I mean, just a disappointment. See it at home or see it on the cheap. Don't go spend the big money for it. Some distressing themes throughout as far as animal cruelty goes, and by the end of this thing, By the end of this movie, you know, when the Death Star blew up. Anyway, have a good day, everybody. Save your money. See it on the cheap. See it at a friend's house if you can see it streaming. But this was the worst of the three movies. Have a good day, everybody. God bless you.